Do you want to put your hair in a ponytail?
No.
Before we go?
No, I like the...
Hey guys, Mark Lyon here, Lion Horses, helping you be the person your horse deserves. And today, I've got my intern with me. It's JC, and she's been working with me for a 3 weeks now. And I kind of let them decide what they want to kind of play with or practice on or learn. And one of the things she wanted to learn was some knots. And so she was working on some projects. I have a bunch of little projects that they can make. And one of them's a pair of hobbles. So she wanted to make a pair of hobbles for her horse. And she was working on that. She got it all braided, and I showed her how to do that. And then on the end, there's a termination knot. And there's a really cool knot that it's kind of a classic cowboy kind of knot. And it's called the Matthew Walker knot. And yeah, it's a separate the men from the boys kind of deal. It's a knot that's not very easy to tie. It's kind of complicated, but it's a really cool classic knot. Comes with a really cool backstory. I'm gonna tell you that at the end. So anyway, she was wanting to do that, so I said, oh sure. And it was a little bit, I was like, okay, like I'll let them try it. I thought maybe she would try one of the other knots. So I thought maybe she'll try that Matthew Walker knot, and then after a couple times she'll go, yeah, let's try the easier one. There's several termination knots you can use on the end of that stopper knot. So anyway, she tried it, practiced it, and she finally got it. And like, how tough was it?
Not easy. Definitely not easy. You know, how they say, third time's the charm. It was
more than that.
It was more than that.
Finally persevered, got it through. A little determination, a few throw it in the dirt, stomp my foot. Yeah, a little bit of yeah. I didn't hear any cuss words, but there was definitely some frustration vented. But yeah, it looks really good. Show it off here. So this is what a Matthew Walker knot looks like. Really a cool looking knot. Perfect. Yeah, looks really good. And so yeah, kind of a cool deal. Really proud of sticking with it. I say that knot is not super easy. It's a cool knot, but it's yeah, it's kind of one of those things that kind of separates you. If I see somebody tying if I see a Matthew Walker knot on the end of their lariat, a lot of times it'll be on the end of your lariat for your Honda, something like that. I'll go, well, that's pretty good. Or I see somebody tie it. Pretty impressive. Not a lot of guys know how to do it. It's kind of a upper level, creme de la creme kind of knot. So anyway, the story behind it is there was a guy that was he was on trial. I think it was for murder, and the evidence was kind of circumstantial. And so he was in front of the judge, and the judge was like, ah, man, it's, you know, it could go either way. There was some evidence, but it was pretty circumstantial, and there's also, you know, a little bit of evidence that he might not have done it. And so, but it was kind of a 50-50 deal, and the judge didn't know which way to go. And so he said, look, if you I think the story goes that Matthew Walker had been in the Navy. And so he said, if you can tie me a knot that I can't untie or don't know how to tie, I'll set you free. And if not, well, then you're gonna hang. And so the guy asked for some rope, and he tied a Matthew Walker knot in the middle of the rope. So he actually untwisted, the ropes were twisted, laid rope. And so he untwisted it, he tied that Matthew Walker knot in the middle, and then he twisted that rope back together. So the knot was in the middle. And the judge didn't know how that knot was tied or how that was made. So he ended up setting him free. So that's the story behind the Matthew Walker knot. Really cool, classic cowboy kind of deal. And anyway, hope this tip helps. At least find it entertaining. And I'll catch you guys next time. How's that knot coming along?
It's coming. I think I got it now.
It's tougher than it looks, isn't it?
After I got the Spanish ring knot down, but
the Matthew Walker knot is a little bit tougher.
Yeah, it's easier when it's color coded.
Yeah.
Got it now.